Today we're jumping into season 2 of Bridgerton. Ooh, episode 1! I'm excited to be getting into this show. I loved season 1, I loved everything about it, and now finally we're getting to season 2, and I'll be caught up with Bridgerton. I don't know how many seasons has been, I think another season's coming out of Bridgerton, I'm sure. It was a very, very hot show, and then after season 2, we're obviously gonna get into the Queen's Charlotte, I believe that's what it was. So I'm ready to just enjoy these 8 episodes of Bridgerton. Wow, 8 episodes. How much was oh, the first one was 8 too. I thought it was 10. I guess not. But I'm very excited to get right into this, guys. So if you would like to see this in a full reaction, this will be available from my entire platform here on the YouTube platform that will always help copyright mesh, as well as my other platform, Patreon. So once again, guys, if you would like to see this in a full reaction, please join one of those platforms today. I'd rather you join me over there on the Patreon side of things. But if you'd like to join me over here on YouTube, you guys are more than welcome to. You guys will get a little badge, and I will know you are a channel member. Thank you once again to channel members, etc, and my Patreon members. You guys know, love you all the way down. Also down below, guys, is some links. You guys can add me onto Discord, add me onto Twitter, add me onto IG. It would be amazing to see you guys over there on those other side of things. This is the begging portion, as always. Please hit that like button, please share this video, don't forget to comment down below, and I will love it. Thank you. I was about to give the outro, and I was like, wait, where am I? I'm talking very fast. 2 of these bad boys, and I'm ready to go. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Bridgerton and find out exactly what Bridgerton has got to give. Oh, there's a beacon.
I just think it's...
Daphne, thank goodness you're here.
She's requested time.
We do not have time. I realise I left my husband and child at home for this.
That's what everyone's gonna have.
Anthony.
If one of you utters a single word.
Look at that feather thing. She's gorgeous.
Someone unexpected to turn this season on its head. Apathy is a blight the monarchy simply cannot endure.
Young lady cannot be a diamond until you anoint her.
We have heard nary a peep from Lady Whistledown since last season. Perhaps she realized taking on her queen was a bad idea. She simply left for the country as the rest of us did in the off-season. You do know what that would make her then? One of us.
Her Majesty might extend a kindness and allow us to be presented again. I myself am already betrothed to Mr. Finch.
Mr. Finch.
Still no dowry.
Shh.
You Lord Featherington shall see to that.
Her Majesty does not take kindly to any hint of hysterics. Open and approachable, but not too eager. Simply locate a stationary object and keep your eyes set. You have natural gifts.
Do not patronize me and give me that.
Hastings,
good.
natural. How hard can it be? Suitable enough hips for childbearing and at least half a brain.
Abigail Evans.
Hey.
Miss Margaret Goring.
Its hair collapsed. But I got something unmentionable on my gown.
You will always be a diamond to me.
How many times must I warn you to be wary of that window?
My apologies.
Countess Bridgerton and Miss Eloise.
It is here.
What's
The meaning of this?
Your Majesty, there's still...
I have seen enough!
Eloise.
Oh, they're so excited.
Best of luck to you, brother. You shall certainly need it this season.
Gentle reader.
Did you miss me? This author was doing but one thing, honing my skill.
Is she truly that good a writer?
I was sharpening my knives.
My mistress wants, she gets. Benches in this town are 10 a penny. There's only one Lady Whistledown, so it's 18, not a penny more. And the delivery boys need a wage increase. They're the ones running around town while you get to sit here on your lazy arse.
Questions abound as to this author's identity. Seeking those answers shall prove fruitless. There is, of course, another unknown identity. Speak of the season's diamond, or move, Your Majesty.
I do not think she's very good.
I believe she can hear you.
Can hear you.
Eloise Bridgerton was not named this season Diamond.
Joining us for tea, Anthony.
I'm afraid I must part. I need to fill your coffers at the Modiste. And your ring. When you get the chance, I shall need it.
You requested my ring?
Father's betrothal. I should simply like to be prepared for when the opportunity presents itself. Eligible misses, and I've arranged interviews.
Interviews.
It is quite well.
Me? I'm not needed for content. You're looking forward to being a mother?
Oh, very much. Children?
for?
Say one of your daughters had a penchant for overspending. How would you deal with that? Sure she is even more strong-willed than the last?
Accounts requiring your signature, my lord.
Do you read?
Books.
I'm fluent in French, Latin.
And you're Greek?
I even construct my own hats.
5 and 20 more.
He looks better shaven. Ooh.
Whoa there! Miss, are you in trouble?
That's like Penelope. Oh, it's not. She's black.
Whoa there!
He's like, that's the one.
Not be afforded such an ample head start this time, I assure you. Did your maid know you were riding astride?
I have no maid. Not lost either. I'm on my way back to Mayfair. At your attention, sir, but I assure you I'm perfectly safe.
You worry about being seen.
I worry about meeting strange men at parks at
Losing races to strange women in such parks at dawn. You could say that if we had decided on a finish line together, but alas, we made no such agreement. I'm afraid the same cannot be said for you.
I beg your pardon.
Mayfair is not right ahead.
Good day, sir.
I've been introduced!
I'm afraid that is not possible, not when I have a victory lap to enjoy.
I went to find her after awakening, but she was not there.
Oh, how delightful it is to see you. And you. Allow me to introduce to you my youngest, Miss Edwina Sharmas. Yes, my eldest, Kate.
Hope I did not keep you waiting long. The gardens here are so lovely. Some freshness in morning air, but I'm here now. We have almost all arrived. There is also Newton.
Mama tells us you host the first ball of every season.
It will make for a most spectacular entrance to society. I would have ensured their presentation to Her Majesty the Queen. Her Majesty will be in attendance then. At the ball, no forte is tuned, the instructors hired, dance lessons begin at noon. Exceptional posture. The age of the elder miss may raise concern. She will already be regarded as an old maid.
Assure you, I'm not here to find a husband for myself, only for my sister. Smiles rather exquisitely. Even more so when she speaks French, I rather think. Both Latin and Greek, in addition to Marathi and Hindustani, of course. It was I who taught my sister the cotillion, the quadrille, the waltz. Do hope you did not go to too much trouble finding all of those instructors. Much to learn from you. The preparation of this most excellent tea.
Shady!
Kate, dear, you might need... My sister and I do look forward to your sponsorship this season.
I'm telling you, Pen, the season has barely begun and already I feel touched in the head.
I've been busy with my correspondence.
To the new heir, is he here yet?
I mean, Colin has been keeping me informed of his adventures in Greece.
But then again, Colin has in fact been somewhere, unlike her.
Her arrival not save you from the presentation to the Queen.
I sat with her paper all morning, and in truth, all she does is repeat what she hears. Truly, I did not mind Whistledown's silence the last 10 months, simply turning our eye to every newly minted debutante. The only reason Whistledown writes about such things is because she is not an active participant.
Would you like me to prepare some potatoes?
Again, why are we always eating potatoes?
Housekeeper, lady's maid, scullery maid, and cook.
Are we to empty our own chamber pots too?
Mama, I cannot do that.
Calm yourself.
Where is he? Why is he taking so long?
He wishes to make us suffer. I hear he cast his only son out to the Americas for daring to question his word. We'll send the rest of us, if he has a mind, Cornwall.
There is nary a penny for new dresses or staff. There is certainly none for her dowry.
We must waste no time in finding matches for the lot of you. We should be at his mercy. And then, heaven help us all.
You could always sell the silverware. Dinner service should fetch you a handsome price.
Are you thinking of wearing that one?
You have come to London to find your husband, not mine.
Only hope they like me tonight. Mama is doing that thing she always does when she is worried. Everyone will still have questions. About our family, about how you and I are related.
You heard Lady Danbury. She will smooth everything over.
She will have your head when she learns of your secret morning ride.
You must be excited. This is the first chapter of a happy story. Not a man's appearance or title that will woo you. It is his mind and spirit that will court you. That is what you are looking for. That is the true love you deserve.
Yes! Oh, it looks nice.
Just remember to breathe on.
A little young, to be sure, but he has 10,000 a year. He might make a particularly estimable addition to your dance card this evening, Miss Sharma. Is there someone back home you've yet to tell me about?
About the Duke of Suffolk. According to debutantes, he should be quite the catch this year.
Assure you, Miss Sharma, I have our prospects well in hand.
So many flowers. When what I really seek is a gem. Lady Danbury. A delightful soiree, as expected.
Lady Mary Sharma, whom you must remember. Personal special guests for the season.
A high honor indeed. If only you had extended the courtesy of offering your queen a final farewell before you left.
Oh, I do relish a challenge.
Stop fussing with your dress?
You look lovely, dear. Even Daphne felt most apprehensive at her first official ball.
Come, sister. The cakes at these occasions are surprisingly good.
The season the Viscount intends to find a wife.
You honestly just did that?
I believe I did.
Is that Lady Mary Sheffield Sharma?
Fell in love with and married some kind of clerk. Maharaja, I would have understood. The man was no more than a common worker who already had a child.
Lady Mary's parents, the Sheffields, never lived down the shame, did they? Could be as respectable as ours. Yes, Lady Featherington.
Surprised to see you in attendance.
After such a long mourning period.
It has been a difficult time, indeed.
The new heir finally come to manage this unsettled business of your daughter's dowry.
Unsettled. That is the precise word, Mr. Fenton. My dear, very dead husband.
You told me you wished for the boy to be out of the house.
Do let us know when you are more settled.
I know that gentleman. I do not believe I've yet made an introduction. Count Bridgerton is wealthy, well-connected, apparently hoping to marry this season.
He's very handsome.
Yes. And Miss Edwina Sharma.
Miss Edwina, would you honour me with a dance?
I would be delighted, my lord.
Unacceptable here for a lady to decline a dance with a gentleman. Have much to learn.
Say, Millicent has a whelp in the country.
Oh, Pen, I'm so glad to see you. Mamma is already being insufferable.
If you prefer.
Plant pun, if you're wondering.
Apologies, gentlemen.
Lord Byron. Wellington, Eloise, these names are
For a ladies' dance cut to be filled with all of the right names.
Eloise, come. There is someone I would like you to meet.
Okay, like Sam.
With you as the prize catch of the season, the rest of us shall receive a respite.
You two will soon submit to this ridiculous rigmarole of courtship.
Simply pick the least objectionable and get her wed, bed and bread.
Do not tell us you were hoping for a love match.
Love's the last thing I desire. Genteel manners enough to credit a viscountess. It should not be so hard to find.
Perhaps the Queen will finally name a diamond. Save you some trouble.
Smoking room, gentlemen.
I shall be there anon.
Someone there?
Pardon me, my lord.
I never got your name.
You might discern if my wit is acceptable, my manners genteel. Any requirements for a wife, loud enough for the entire party to hear. You managed to find this paragon of virtue. Whatever makes you think she will accept your suit? A pleasing smile and absolutely nothing more.
So you find my smile pleasing?
Your character is as deficient as your horsemanship.
Got him! How about that? Lady.
Oh, Pen! So very stifling in the ballroom.
Oh, I suppose this is the one benefit of being out. I have you to run off with.
How does she see
Have you seen your brother or your sister?
Well, they managed to escape you. Good for them.
There are a few guests whose absence I might not have regretted. I look forward to showing these other mammas how the game ought to be played. My son said he was ready. Who am I to question it? They all must come around eventually. Miss Sharma, allow me to introduce you to...
My mamma is already in our carriage.
Clearly upset.
What is clear is we are woefully unprepared. Sure, Edwina's absence will only make her that much more desirable.
It would seem both of us may have our hands full this year.
Lovely evening, Mama. Night, sisters. Can you go any faster?
I thought you weren't coming.
My mistress apologised for the delay. 800 copies, 5 pence a piece, sold for 8 pence. These kind of delays are sure to be more frequent now due to an unforeseen circumstance anyway, so...
Sweet-scented smell of success. It's clear the season won't be quite so fragrant for everyone. This former capital R Rake queen to finally name her diamond.
Do not be hustled into making my selection, not by anyone. And bring me a list of the peerage.
Some tea, my lord? Perhaps some more milk may be better.
Well-trained and bred hothouse flowers on display this year. And if a more surprising choice might still be in store. Let us hope there is a suitor available of only the sharpest wit.
It's rather clever the way she uses plant puns to belittle.
Candlesticks, see what they're worth.
Yes. Lady Goring was quite taken with Eloise's dress last night, Madame Delacroix. She said you reminded her of Daphne, dearest.
I am not Daphne.
Enjoy the next ball if you in fact danced with someone.
Swept away by many a nimble-footed young lady, were you, brother?
I can still barely feel my toes.
I think Eloise would make a brilliant diamond. I despise you.
I didn't know you were back in town.
Bien sûr.
Does that mean I shall see you later on tonight?
I have much work to do, Mr. Bridgerton.
Oh, she over you.
You found a wife yet? Or are you planning to offend every young girl until there are none left?
There were some lovely young ladies in attendance last night.
Miss Goodrum thought that Napoleon fight for the Spanish. And as for the woman I marry, She'll be the Viscountess Bridgerton, the lady of this house. Do you truly desire them to be raised by a woman who doesn't know how to so much as hold a map right side up?
Yeah,
You will end up alone with such expectations.
He will not end up alone. I am here.
Why is it so quiet in here?
Because I am alone.
Be putrefied if Philippa does manage to marry Finch.
Petrified.
What is that?
What is what?
What you are writing. This is what occupies your quiet time.
What you ladies do?
Penelope was writing to Colin Bridgerton. He would ever waste his ink on someone like you.
He's worth anything. Books can be worth something, can they not?
Oh my God.
Do you not think so, Mama?
Colin Bridgerton is no more your friend than I am the next Catherine the Great.
That's why she just want to help the family.
Mom, a letter for you.
Thank you.
Your tea grows cold. My horses do not. I know all that goes on in my home. Grandparents, the Sheffields, I wrote to them before you arrived.
Those people are not my grandparents.
About failing to tell me why you have truly come to London with your sister. You would be wise to reconsider resorting to more forgeries and half-truths, Miss Sharma. Living under my roof, under my care. I vouched for you and your sister in front of Her Majesty the Queen. Your mamma misses your father, naturally. Never really wanted to come back here, did she? You did. I am guessing guarantee great fortune for you and your family.
Edwina must marry an Englishman of nobility.
They could not control your mamma's marriage, mean to interfere with your sisters.
And I did the best we could to raise Edwina, all so she would never know of our struggle. The Sheffields have agreed to bestow a sizable dowry on my sister, but only if Edwina marries properly. Spent the last 8 years raising my sister to walk in the right way, teaching her twice as much and watching her work twice as hard as anyone else. I despise English tea, but if it means my sister will not be left destitute, I will smile and I will nod politely after each and every sip, to be sure.
Your sister has a right to know.
If she was made aware of the circumstances, she would marry quickly only to please us. Edwina deserves a chance to find love without such a burden.
Formed under pressure, desired by many, thing on earth quite so envied as a diamond. Bestow the highest of honours to a most fortunate young lady tonight. Arthur is not the only one waiting with bated breath.
I do hope you are finding everything in town to your satisfaction.
Indeed I am, Your Majesty.
This time around, that is.
I think Lady Mary deserves some recognition, ma'am. Certainly make a match that will be the envy of the town. Said you wanted to shake up the season. Now's your chance.
You're the artist. Do you see anyone remotely inspiring?
Such a shame your presentation at court was so rudely interrupted. Perhaps good fortune might run in the family.
Very diamondy. Though I must admit, I'm more of an emerald person myself.
My favourite necklace is one of emeralds. How thoughtful of you to know that.
If the Queen in fact names Eloise the diamond, whom will you marry then, brother?
She seems to in fact like me.
Eloise, you must calm down.
Perhaps now you might stop spending time with insipid wallflowers all evening. I may have no...
I would rather die. An entire season of these absurd events alongside people like Cressida Calvert.
Share your difficulties, Elle. Insipid wallflower, remember? It's not that bad, you know. Wallflower thing. I always get the first glass of lemonade. I know who all the best dancers are just from watching. The wall even affords me the chance to hear what the footmen say in secret.
You do not have to pretend any longer, Pen.
She don't know, Pen.
You like all of this.
Is Lady Whistledown still not a source of amusement?
It's not that I think little of her. Now she is back, reporting on the same old things. Just another reminder of how trapped I am. So good at being the diamond, and it made my mother so happy. I do not want to live up to that, but it does not make it any easier to know you are constantly disappointing people.
No one truly notices me. When you're invisible, you can have all of the amusement you want without any of the expectations popularity brings.
I think that is why Whistledown remains anonymous.
Just wears her hair too tight.
Love that friendship.
Allow it to now be my honour to present to you the season's diamond.
Sharma.
Miss Edwina Sharma.
You look at her the way I look at a finished painting, brother.
Have you yet met my new incomparable?
I only hope I shall be afforded the pleasure of a dance.
The real work begins now.
Indeed. There will be a mire to wade through.
Together with my husband, we'll chant the best course.
Do you play any musical instruments, by chance?
Many modern languages, classical literature.
I do love to read. A man who knows what he wants is most admirable. Sadly, my father died years ago.
As did mine.
Perhaps you could speak with my sister. It is her blessing you shall need if we are...
I see you've met Miss Edwina. This is,
Her sister.
Perhaps I may learn a thing or two from you, my lord.
Would you join me in the retiring room, sister?
Nothing wrong, Didi.
You are not to go near that man. Do you understand?
Long last, the Queen has named her most precious stone. He is here, the new Lord Featherington.
I thought the air was old.
I thought the air was ugly.
Very old. So old that, well, he died. That must be you. Your dowry to that fine Finch fellow is paid.
You had my possessions moved.
Well, I should be taking over those rooms, now that the home is mine.
Just like you said, Noah, the new Lord Featherington is here to provide.
These pages of record for something else.
What?
A shith. A woman not be valued for so much more than her dancing skills, true accomplishments.
What do you think, Eloise?
I love it. Queen abandoned this absurdity that is the diamond. We'll see that a woman can be so much more.
It seems she will need to do more for me this season than simply sparkle.
Oh, well. Ooh, I like that. Are we really done? I'm sorry. Are we really done with the cousin storyline? Like, she went off. Like, that was a horrible ending for her. I hope that we get to touch base with her to make sure she's okay. I just randomly thought about her for a second. Write us in, girl. Let us know you're okay. Moving right along. Kate, the Sharma, that whole storyline. Guys, fill me down below on what is actually the situation with them. So the oldest daughter is not the daughter of the mother, Mary, who left this area, wherever we are, without telling the queen. I guess that when you move, you have to let the queen know. And the mother married a common folk, a clerk. He died. But if she's not, so did the father have an affair on the mother and have the daughter, the oldest daughter? Is that why then why the hell is she with, comment down below. I actually don't know exactly what I'm saying. But the youngest, so I feel like what's gonna happen is the Viscountess, who is a gorgeous, gorgeous man. Now that you guys let me know that he was gay, now I'm like obsessed with him. Although like I'm obsessed with straight men too, so shout out to all the straight men that are doing their thing. And didn't he have like a mustache or something last season? Because for some reason he's more attractive now. I don't know, like I'm just like in awe. Anyways, the Viscountess is going to have this battle with Kate. And then the youngest daughter, who he doesn't actually want the youngest daughter, he wants the oldest daughter. And so now it's gonna be a battle between those two. We also have Pen. I feel like if Eloise just paid attention to what Pen is saying, she would realize that Pen is actually Lady Whistledown, because this season so far, well, this episode, they're clearly letting you know that Lady Whistledown is Pen. They're giving us the little backstory of how Pen did everything. And everything that Pen is saying now, if you pay attention to it, it is like, okay, yeah, girl, you are Lady Whistledown. You're sneaking off, you're doing things, you're in little mix. I like how they were focusing on these women having a conversation, but on the sideline, they had Pen right over there, listening and writing down her little notes. Interesting that nobody pays attention to Pen, so Pen is invisible, and Pen could literally do whatever she wants to do by listening, gossiping, and doing her best, doing her big one, darling. But yes, this was just a fascinating episode. I think so far that my attention is going to be really on Sharma and that whole thing. I feel like what they were saying is like, so are they a Muslim family? And I saw married off. I heard them talking about, I guess the mother was married off after or something. So tie the hair in a bun, squeeze it. I'm just kind of confused about that. But I think that's what we're doing. What I really like is this cultural thing that we're getting in touch with all these characters, even the extra characters that are trying to woo the Viscountess. What is that? What is that? What is a Viscountess or Viscount? I can't pronounce it. But you guys know what I mean. Comment down below. Whatever the Bridgerton guy is. You get to see each woman and their background, kind of. I really like this show, and I feel like this show picked it up a notch so far by introducing us to the Sharma. That family is definitely a very interesting family. The mystery between the mother and the queen and their little back and forth thing really is interesting to see. I wonder if we're going to see the Duke in this season, the Duke and the Duchess. Yeah, that's what they're called, right? I guess there'll be more supporting characters because their storyline is already wrapped up. They have a child, they're living their best lives somewhere else, so they might just tiptoe into this season, just like Daphne did in the first few moments, because we need Daphne, of course. Just sparkle her in, or sprinkle her in. But it's good to be following other characters. It's good to be introduced to new characters. And once again, to the cousin of the Feathertons, please write us in, honey. Please let us know you're okay. We are very, 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 very nervous for you, honey. But, like, did you have your child? What's going on? I'm very, very worried. But anyways, I would rate this episode a 9. I really do. Sometimes I do have an issue following things because last season they talked very, very fast, right? So with me, like with the accents and just being distracted very easily. So I live in New York City, you know, there's 1,000 things going on. And it being so hot. That's why you guys hear that fan in the background if you hear it. Would you like that hair flip again? Yeah, I feel like last season I loved it, but I feel like this season I'm gonna love it a lot more. The slowing down a little bit of the dialogue, and now we're having different cultures kind of coming in here, and it's just very interesting. I love the mystery in it. So I'm excited to be getting to season 2. Guys, please like the video, please share the video, don't forget to comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time with more Bridgerton.